Alright then, so the latest episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 is probably one of my favourite episodes so far because we've got nostalgia, we've got a look into some of the details that haven't actually been touched upon in the series yet, so it was a good episode, so let's get into the review. So we find out that 3 years ago, Reggie crossed dimensions to the fusion world I think he went to first, where he finds his dad, and his dad basically tells him the plan that, you know, we want to, make a utopia kind of thing. We're going to call it the Arc Area Project, and the plan is we're going to merge all the worlds together, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. However, in order to achieve this goal, he has to basically annihilate everyone else to sort of get his way. So Reggie isn't too fond of this, so he's like, Dad, no, I'm not going to help you. And he gets sent back to the standard dimension where he takes over his corporation. So Reggie finds Yusho in the standard dimension, says to him basically that you helped create solid vision technology and you were one of the people that basically started entertainment style dueling as well. Would you be the leader of the Lancers so we can go, stop my dad? And he's like, alright then, but, you know, Yusho, he can't wait. So he goes into the dimensional portal thing alone. It works, but it sends him to the Xyz dimension by accident. And while he's there, he helps the people in the Xyz world because he's a nice guy and he wants to help people smile. But when Edo Phoenix, or Asta Phoenix, and the troops go to attack the Xyz world, it is implied that he battles Asta Phoenix and he gets injured. He gets one of his legs injured, and then he gets sent to the fusion world. So this explains what happened to Yusho when he was missing for his championship duel. This is why Yuya never really found out what happened to him. So Yuzu seems quite happy to know this and can't wait to tell Yuya about it, and I'm sure Yuya will really appreciate that. Now, something interesting that I saw in this episode was the bit where I think Reggie was looking at a screen which had the 4 different dimensions on: the standard, Xyz, fusion, and synchro. Now, every other time where I've thought about the dimensions, it's always been the standard dimension in the middle and the fusion, Xyz, and so-and-so dimensions all branching off the standard. The standard is kind of like the Earth Prime, if you will. But in this one, there's kind of there's just an energy thing in the middle, and then the 4 dimensions come off that, so they're trying to merge to the middle one. So that was something new that I learned, that the standard dimension isn't like the base world, it's just another dimension kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of touched on it a bit earlier, but the way that the fusion world gets people to fight for them is by telling them that what we're doing, we're trying to do something called the Arc Area Project, which is basically we're trying to unite the 4 worlds together so that we can have a perfect utopia where everyone can live together in peace and harmony. So this is how they get people to basically fight for them. And while their goal is noble, the way they're doing it is, of course, wrong, super wrong. So we get a lot of people that go off to war, they come back and they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. So that is how they get founded and taken to the You Show School. There's a funny moment where we see Alexis talking to some girl, and there's some fusion users walking past, and the one who talks, he's got the exact same hairstyle as Jaden Yuki from the GX series, and he's wearing the Slifer Red costume, and I just thought it was quite funny to see that. So towards the end of the episode, we get to see Yuri. He is dueling some of the You Show students. Each one of the students basically summons something that, if you've watched GX, or even a little bit of the original series, to be honest with you, you should get some nostalgia hits right there. So one person summoned Super Vehicle Roid Jumbo Drill, which was Cyrus Truesdale's card. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Then we got Master of Oz, which was Chumley's card. We got VW Tiger Catapult. Then we got XYZ Dragon Cannon. As well, they even merged them both together to summon VW XYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon, which... awesome. Don't forget, we got the best Chaz card ever. We got the return of Ojama King. And I like how when they summoned Ojama King, Yuri's a bit like, what the hell is that? Especially when the 3 tokens are on his side of the field. And when he attacks it later on, he's kind of like, I attack Ojama King. It was funny. It was good. We get to see how overpowered Starve Dragon is though, Yuri's monster. He summons it, and all of the monsters on the opponent's side of the field have these little counters on, so he's able to use a card which can basically attack them all. But that's not the main power it had. Since all the cards on the opponent's side of the field were high-powered special summon monsters, his ability of his Starved Dragon is to basically just steal all of the attack points from all those monsters. So he had a 13,000 attack point monster on his second turn, and he OTKs them all. And I was like, holy shit. Be wary of Yuri, he's a scary guy. Don't worry if you thought, where's Yugioh in all of this? Yugioh rocks up on his bike after Zuzu appears, and basically, I think Yugioh went to run him down with his bike, but he disappears because of the bracelet kind of thing. So I don't know if he wanted to teleport away, or it was because Yuzu, Yuri, and Yugioh were all in the same area together. I still don't understand how being together sometimes makes them teleport away. I hope they get round to telling us that soon. But yeah, we get to see Yugioh and Zuzu reunited again, so that's always good. And the last thing to say in the episode is that we get introduced to 2 new characters I think we'll be seeing next week, which are basically these twin girls, who I really like their design. I think they look really cool. I hope they're interesting characters and they're like powerful duelists, because I'd like to see more of them. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. It was a pretty plot-heavy episode. There was a lot to take in. There was a lot of nostalgia, so I thought it was really good. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Did you think it was a good episode? What do you think is going to happen next week? Just let me know below, and thanks for watching. Right then, guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate. Specifically, I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime-related stuff, and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately, I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all, so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure chest worth of stuff inside. Also, I'm wearing, spoiler, a t-shirt. You'll see more of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Right then, here we go. Welcome to the unboxing. First things first, let's get through this protective layer, which